Good morning, everyone. My name is Yusuf, and just like I promised, I am back to trucking. I took 3 months off. I traveled South America, and now I'm back to trucking. And guess what? I am already getting loaded. Well, at least waiting to be loaded. I got a load from Texas going to Massachusetts. The rates are bad. The fuel prices are way up. As of now, a gallon of diesel is like $5.25, and it's still climbing. Woo! But like anything else in life, there is always an up after a down, right? So we are going through hard times right now, and that means eventually, who knows, maybe in a month or two, everything else will be back to normal, and we just have to be patient and roll with the punches. That being said, I am still waiting for the lady to call me so I can get loaded. At least there is nobody else in front of me. That truck just got loaded, and I think I'm next. By the way, every time you're waiting to be loaded and there are other drivers next to you that needs help, or at least they're working on their loads, go ahead and get out of your truck and help them out, especially when it's a windy day like this. I just helped that gentleman right there, that white Kenworth, because it was windy. The tarp was going all over the place, and I just went over there and helped them out. Please do the same, because it's really a pain in the butt at the tarp when it's windy outside. So strapping is done. Sorry for the wind noise. I put 2 straps on each bundle. You could have gotten away with 2 straps in the front and 2 straps at the end and 1 strap in the middle. However, since they are stacked 3 high, I did not want to risk putting just only 1 over here, and I am going 2,300 miles, so it's a good idea to have it very secured. And to make the matter interesting, this load needs to be tarped, but you know, I'm a magician. Hocus pocus poof, and just like that, tarping job is complete. Let's get out of here, it's too windy. We are on the side of the road, but we are not in trouble, don't worry. I stopped to check the straps, make sure they're nice and tight. All of them are good, except there was one over here. This one was a little loose, so I went ahead and I went ahead and tightened this one and check the lights since I am out anyways. Make sure all the lights are working, because some of these lights sometimes they don't work. But I went ahead and fixed this one earlier this morning. So except this clearance light isn't working, but that isn't going to be a violation because it's just an extra clearance light. It's not a turning light or anything like that. So remember, the first 50 miles you have to stop and check your load, make sure they're nice and tight, nothing is falling off your trailer. And then after that, every 200 miles or so, you need to stop and check so that you don't kill or hurt anybody. Anyways, let's hit the road one more time. And let me tell you how sad I am to see this price. $4.89 per gallon. I passed a truck stop down the road. It said $5.69. I was gonna stop, but then I was like, nope, probably not today. Maybe by the time I upload this video, this will be like $7 or maybe at least $6, because the prices are just going up and up and up. Anyways, if you want to get a good fuel card, please sign up with RTS. Their link will be in the description down below. Good evening, somewhere from Indiana. The load is doing perfectly fine. The only issue I noticed is this door. I keep on closing it, it keeps on opening it up, and this is what I found out. You see that this small notch? I think eventually, like, it vibrates and eventually it broke off. So now I close it and 5 minutes later it opens back up. So I think what I need to do is to drill a hole over here and screw it in such a way that I can open it up anytime I want. But anyways, I am hungry and I have already, maybe turn, I went inside this Indian restaurant and got me food for the next 2 or 3 days, and this is what I have, ladies and gentlemen. Chicken curry, I think this is called egg burji, bread, and I got 2 things of rice. I'm gonna eat one of them today and maybe one of them tomorrow, or who knows, I may get hungry later on and eat, eat both of them. But anyways, let me enjoy this and I will pick up this vlog tomorrow morning. So I had 1 more hour left on the clock to drive, but it started snowing and I decided to take my 10-hour reset and continue tomorrow. But anyways, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys what I do every night before I go to bed, or when I stop to do my 10-hour reset. First thing, I have a small brush like this. I go ahead and clean and brush everything, sweep everything out, and then pick it up with a dustpan. Right after that, I put them away, and then I take a Windex and I spray everywhere with the Windex, just like this. And then I wipe it with a shop towel or paper towel or anything I have. I usually use this because they're really good and they don't leave anything behind. And this is how you keep a truck nice and clean. This is my bed. I have 2 blankets. Usually I have 1, but because it's winter time, sometimes it gets a little cold. Even though I have the heater on in the truck, it is still a little cold. But I try to keep my truck nice and clean and organized and not too much crap laying everywhere. But yeah, let me wipe the floor down and you guys just watch, okay? And just like that, the floor is nice and clean. Everything is nice and organized. Now I just need to take my socks off and wait for it to dry, and I can walk without socks. It looks like we're not gonna go anywhere today because it is super windy and cold outside. So I checked the weather for tomorrow. It looks like it's gonna be above freezing for tomorrow and partly cloudy, which is good. So and I only have 400 miles to go. I think that is gonna be very easy to do tomorrow. Since we are waiting, I figured I will go ahead and install the dash cam that I purchased recently. I think this was off of Amazon for $120. I had this right here for longest time, but I could never figure out how to make it record continuous. You know how they do like 12-hour continuous, and then it rolls, it deletes the latest one, it deletes the oldest one, and then it keeps on rolling like that. So I could never figure that out. And also it records very weird, so it does like 10 seconds and it stops for 30, and then it does again for another 10 seconds. So I could never figure it out. But this, luckily, right here, has a front and back camera, and you can see the screen, you can see yourself both front and back from the screen. So I hope that this will serve me very well. I have the memory card over here. Where is it? Right here. It's 256 gigabytes. So I'll take the old one out and put the new one right here. Or yeah, I'll put the new one right here, and you can flip the top one forward, unless you want both cameras to face you and record inside. One for forward and one for
onto the ramp to Bellefonte.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is currently 12 degrees outside and everything is frozen. Hopefully I can make over this ramp without getting stuck.
In a quarter mile, merge onto I-80 East.
There you go. But the good news is it looks like the weather is going to warm up in a few hours, so we just have to suck it up. The broker called me last night or yesterday evening, and she was just checking on me to see if I was okay, and she also said, if you don't feel safe, you said don't drive, it's not worth it. And I said, yeah, I'm already stopped, but thank you for giving me a call. Don't worry, we will deliver this load on time. Made it to Westfield, Massachusetts, guys. I am only 10 miles away. I found this travel plaza, a lovely travel plaza, earlier this afternoon, and I decided to sleep here because they don't have free parking spaces in Westfield. In Pilot, I remember last time I paid $18 per night. So because I'm cheap, I don't want to pay $18 per night. Anyways, let's top off the windshield washing fluid, also the coolant, and I already checked everything. The only issue that I have is not a big enough issue. Like a long time ago, over here I had a small leak out of a breather. I think this is a breather case, and it stopped afterwards. So I don't know if they put too much oil in here and then it went out from the breather and it leaked, and now the oil level has gone down. So I don't have a major leak, but I may have to just clean it up with a brake cleaner or something like that, you know? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it to the shipper. So let me set up the camera and you guys sit back and watch. So they start offloading truckers at 8 a.m. but you can check in and get into the property at 5. I was thinking about that, but I didn't want to start my clock at 5 in the morning and then wait until 8, and who knows if they're gonna offload me exactly at 8 o'clock. Even though it's an appointment, sometimes they really are really busy and they don't get to upload you exactly at your time of appointment. So, and because if you start your clock at 5 in the morning, your 14 hours shift starts, and that could mean that at 7 p.m. you're out of hours. Even though if you haven't driven that much, you're out of your 14-hour clock for the day, so you have to do a 10-hour reset. This is when you really have to think about when to start your clock and how to be efficient. Untarping and unstrapping is done. As you can see, it looks like they have scheduled 3 drivers at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I came here the latest. There's one guy getting offloaded, and there is this driver, and after that it is me. It looks like they have one more bundle to go. I forgot to mention how much this load was paying. It paid $5,500 on 2,300 miles. I picked it up from El Paso, Texas, dropped it off in Westfield, Massachusetts. Thank you very much for watching. Can I get a heck yeah? Bye.